Hi friends. NEET scam, NEET undergraduates scam, entrance scam. This entrance was always a hot topic because always the corporate business houses which almost lock people in the rooms 10 days before the exam, and it's a fight to get the top number of ranks and the top ranks of every medical entrance. Way back in 1984, when I wrote my first entrance, the paper leaked. It used to be called as MSET exam, EAMSET. The paper leaked twice. Still, I got out of 150, I had 132 marks. I didn't get a seat. I was in the open category. Second time, I decided to go off to BCom because BSc with these kind of attention diversions to MSET would not fetch me a good life later. So I went to BCom, and second time I got 846 rank. Then also I missed by 3 marks. And the third time, BCom final year I entered, I got my medicine seat by getting extra 3 marks. Then also the paper leaked 3 times. Why I'm telling my personal story? Nothing to hide. Because at 58 years I don't care. I really don't care. I will stand with the truth and I will try to give justice as far as I can, support people who are struggling and try to improve lives. I have never heard of these academic scams in any other part of developed world. Since India is progressing, I think attention must be given to these sectors. Yes, education is a right. Education should become a human right. And not all can afford the costly fees of medical education. If I was born into a laborer's family, I would have to go back to my either a rickshaw or an auto rickshaw driver or a taxi driver. If I was a female, I would have ended up with as a maid, housemaid in somebody, house help in somebody's home. Because my father was a doctor, and when he knew that I'm missing my very narrow margin, although it was a burden, he bore it with a smile and never said a word to me. A word to me. But how many of these students are so fortunate to have such affluent family background? So I kept on reading, but that doesn't mean that I have to be denied a medical seat. I remember one small girl called Anita in Chennai who committed suicide because even though she topped her school in 10th, topped her college in plus 2, she was refused a seat because she couldn't compete enough. Although she got very high marks, she committed suicide because she didn't want to compromise. I will not support suicide. But she lacked a good friend, maybe like me or somebody else, who would have told her the life doesn't end just because you have not become a doctor. No, it doesn't end that way. There's many other health associated fields where she could have excelled because she had the worth, the commitment. But at the right moment, that's minute, that's very crucial 60 seconds when they are decided to ultimately finally finalize their decision, a good friend, a good advisor was not there. Why is our society, Indian society, scamming all entrances? Not only medicine, all entrances. Mostly, okay, maybe. Can it be prevented? Yes. What is wrong with the education system? Business, the monetization of this whole concept of education. Once it's made online, and once it's made an open university type of education where I'm 58, I've got almost 24 years experience after becoming an orthopedic postgraduate. I'm already training many medical students from around the world in publishing papers. I have 2 papers published. Third paper is in the line where I have got one doctor, a medical student from Georgia, Tbilisi State Medical University, Mr. Usama Ahmad Rizvi. I have Nikhil Bharadwaja, Vaishnavi Nandivada. I have got Reddy from Kadapa in Andhra Pradesh, who is my research trainee, who all helped me in gathering the research inputs where I could compile, edit, and do my control studies, retrograde studies, and publish papers. If this is possible, online, everything is online, why not we start an online MBBS where people, young children, they have studied so hard. What will you become? Some people, some students say, I will become a software engineer. I'll become cyber security. That's how focused the young generation is. But I will become a doctor. I'll become a cardiologist. My patients, children come. I always ask them, what do you want to become now that you're in the ninth? Some very few people say, I don't know. Okay, I just left them. They're still not mature. But some children are so focused. I want to become a pilot, astronomer, this one, that one. So when they are so focused, are we not as adults failing these young children right in their tender years before the bud blossoms? We are cutting it off, showing our how idiotic we can be. But it's just, is it? Am I not calling it right? We are idiots as adults if we do not allow the young child to bloom into what they want. What is the point of having many medical colleges? Do you think all medical colleges teach on par with international standards of teaching? No. I'm a witness to it. No. Online education, we can bring in international speakers, national speakers, retired people, and people seniors like me who are on the verge of the last phase of their life. We want to contribute. Use our forces, our intelligence, experience to give lectures. If I'm giving a monologue like this today now before you, can't I convince my little children to become better doctors? One said, we say, no, doctors are becoming commercial. Why not? What has the society done for them? Has it taken care of them when they didn't have money to buy their little things, very personal little things, the most important things in their life when they were students? No. They had to count their money for a cup of tea and for just a plate of samosa. Have you taken care of them? No. Have you paid stipends properly? No. Have you paid salaries to doctors on time? No. Have you given a good workplace atmosphere? No. And you expect doctors to become very nice? Why? 13, 14 years we read. I have missed many marriages in my families, many birthdays. When you focus so much, and to achieve, you have to detach. You have to detach. And this detachment is a costly thing for a doctor. So he becomes an introvert. I'm a musician, so it's different. So I don't really care about anything. I know where my plane of existence is. So I'm joyful. But other people who do not know how to let out the steam of surviving. So what has the society and the government done for them? Right from my childhood days, I'm seeing, like not childhood, early adulthood, I've seen only scams. Now what is happening? Yesterday I was seeing Republic Bharat where Arnab Goswami was conducting a meeting, live meeting, interaction with young NEET aspirees. Their agony which they were expressing. It's a shame on us that we are letting this happen. We have to decommercialize all education systems. No more coaching centers. No more coaching centers. Have a universal coaching, online coaching modules. Give them free. Make education free. That is the end of all means of, we will never in the future hear about a scam if education is made free, which is our human right also. Thank you, friends, for your patient hearing. Thank you. It's an agony which I want to tell you. It's an agony I'm expressing. What I went through. These people are still going through 40 years away. Shame. Shame on us. It's not to demean my India. India is progressing. So that is my concern. Now is the time. Now is the time. We are the most populous country in the world. So now is the time to utilize the potential. Jai Hind.